What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode here at Travelers Today. We're back in Orange County. It's beautiful out here. Sherman's beautiful. Johnny Dang's beautiful. The bug is back there, man. So we're prepping to head out to King of the Hammers. And obviously one of the big goals was to get this bug running. As you can see, it's in debacle right now. But we have lots of parts here that we're going to put all together and finally make this thing work. The motor's ready. We have shocks now. We have certain parts that are going to go in here. We have a ton of work though. We just got 220 power in here. So we're going to get Peace God in here to finish some things. We're going to put some fenders on here, put some graphics on this thing. And the plan is to have it at King of the Hammers so you guys can check it out. We'll just drive it around, do some PR, and then keep working on it so we can get ready for March 1st and do the first race. Some of you guys have seen this. Some of you guys haven't. Go back and watch the first episode where we kind of released it, showed you what we were doing. But now we're here. Now it's time to build. The beam is already done. We did most of the brakes. Now we just got to kind of fix, clean up, and adjust everything that needs to be done. And then after that, go get an alignment and start it right up. So this video is going to pretty much show you, I don't know, basically 80 to 90% of it. Then we'll go to Ronnie or Austin's house and get the motor in. And then we should have it at King of the Hammers on, moving under its own power and ready to party. So we're here. Johnny Dang's here. Again, Mr. Shermanator, thank you so much for letting us use your crib. We're going to get in here, dude. The neighbors think he's a super sick builder now because we're out here. We're out here. Bug, incoming. Let's go. All right, first things first, we are going to open these boxes. I've been waiting 4 months. Mr. Sherm's going to do the deeds. We went to raffle today. Literally picked them up like an hour ago. I am so pumped for these things. This is the first set of Class 11 Rafflos out on the field. Thick as Rezzies. 2.0 bot. Look how many they look, dude. They're so sick though. But there they are. Rafflo made these custom for this bug. So we're gonna be putting these on front and back and see how they work. They aren't currently completely finished, but they're gonna do some testing with us and then they're gonna valve them for us and get them all corrected. Dude, so Rezzies are thick. They have DSCs, 2.0s. Yeah, so those things will go back here. We're gonna have to do custom mounts for the back. We're gonna chop that piece off right there, and then we're gonna put another bar that goes across here to put the shock on. So yeah, it's gonna be sick. Oh, I'll show you some of the other parts too. The oil cooler came from Mishimoto. We got Vision X lights that are coming on. These are the CR7 Pros, and then we're gonna put our chaser. We got Switch Pro, some other stuff that we have to do, but those are the two main attractions. Obviously Falcon's on board, so we have the AT4Ws, Radflow, and you know, just keeping it consistent, dude. Falcon, Radflow on everything, though. Let's go. All right, team. So the first shocks are on. So the fronts are on. Pretty simple setup. I mean, there's nothing much to it. We had to pretty much keep it factory where the locations are. So that's all done. The beam has been turned. We had probably a 2-inch lift from it was factory, and everything is brand new from basically from end to end. So new shoes, solenoids, new tie rods, new everything, brake master cylinder, everything's brand new. So now we're just gonna get rid of all the rat nests, continue to work on it. So for the next 3 days, that's what we're gonna be doing, making sure it all fits. We also have to cut holes into the wells so once the cage is done, so we can mount the Rezzies up here, and it's gonna look pretty nasty, dude. It's gonna be pretty nasty. We're gonna remove these two. We'll take you step by step what we have to remove out here. If you are even interested in this class is a 1600 stock, and I do that because there's a lot of tricks to the trade. But we're just gonna go in and see what happens, man. We're gonna build a motor the way we can afford it, go out there, tear it up, and then find out and learn as we go. We did try to obviously give our girls the best chance of winning, so we did buy some stuff that we needed to make sure that they're safe, and then obviously make sure that the motor's reliable and then they can finish some races. That's what we're here for, and we're gonna make sure we get it done. But yep, front shocks are going in, and then we're gonna look at the back here shortly. All right, so just want to give you a quick update. Look how clean it looks now, dude. Johnny Dang out here ripped the whole shit apart. Yeah. It's all right there. Rat's nest coming out. But yeah, we're just gonna keep working. We're removing some stuff. We did have a issue with that hood latch, so we're gonna remove it all. The release was getting stuck quite a bit, so we're gonna end up fixing that. A couple more fixes, but we'll take you through the build as we go through it. The shocks are in, and the plan is to put the Rezzies about right here. We're gonna build like a little platform. Once Peace God gets here, we're gonna figure out how that goes, but we're gonna put both reservoirs there in the front, and then spare tires should go here, and then we're gonna do this in the back, do some cutting. Shock will go up here somewhere. Fuel cell will go there. Oil cooler will go on that batch right there. We're gonna have a filler here, and then the pumper, helmets, and all that stuff will come in shortly, and we'll get all that taken care of. Dude, but I'm pumped. And then we're also working on the Gladiator back there. We're gonna put the motor built front end. We do have to chop, so we're gonna be doing that too. A lot of things going on all at once. enjoy. Let's get it. All right, team, so we started working on the Gladiator outside, and then we got some progress done, so we're gonna talk about it now. Mr. Johnny Dang just cut the back apron off, so Johnny Dang pulled it off, so you can show the people. So basically what he did is pinch welds here, cut them all off, then just sliced it up there, sliced it up over there. And this is so we can pull the motor in and out quickly. And then when we put this back, we're just gonna clean up the edges and the bolts on the fenders, and then the actual deck lid will actually hold it together once it's in there. So it just makes the process easier for us to pull the motor quick if something needs to be fixed. Trans, anything that we have to touch in the back, this will be a way faster process to do. So that part is done. And then Mr. Shermanator back here is working on the visor for the top of the window. So we're gonna put a visor up here that goes from here across, and there's gonna be a little section from here to here, and that'll prevent like big rocks from going into the girls' faces, sun, things of that nature. It'll just help out. But everything is pretty much cleaned up on the inside. All the wires are gone, like I said earlier. And then we're just gonna wait for Mr. Peascott to show up, and then we're gonna start really doing the bigger nitty-gritty stuff that needs to be done. But he's gonna be doing all the welding. Like I said, the front's already pretty much done. There's the big old thick old resis, dude. 2.5s, DSCs, 2.0s on the set. Yeah, we're just gonna keep working tonight. Got some more video coverage going down with Portal Work, so make sure you guys go check out those episodes. But man, we are pumped. Let's go. Alrighty, team, so welcome back. So the team has been grinding all morning. We went to go buy some parts that were missing. Mr. Peascott showed up with the fenders. Look at them things. They are so sick. See the Easter eggs? You'll find them when you see them. But we are going to be at King of the Hammers. Peascott showed up. We got Mike Fresh in the house also. The boys are grinding it out. We're just working on things. We have a big checklist over there that we're working on. It's the Class 11 things that we have to knock out. Seats are there. We ripped it apart. We ripped a couple things out, so I'm going to show you just enough that it will fit. Cut that piece off. Cut a couple things off of here. Set the seats, put the fuel cell back there, which is right there. Mike Fresh, say what's up to the folks. And we're just gonna keep working. The apron's getting worked on now. We cut out the tabs here. And yeah, also the Gladdy got chopped up. Mr. Shermanator started cleaning this up, so we're gonna clean this up a little bit more and get this ready for the bumper. But right now, the focus is knocking this out. We also mounted the resis. You can see them from right there. Woo, baby, that looks so good. And yeah, right now we're bleeding brakes, getting things done. And you can see the visors too. So we're gonna paint those black, get those nice and tightened up. But yeah, man, we're moving. Quite a bit of things to do. Right now, we're gonna focus on finishing this cage, getting the fuel cell buttoned up and where it's gonna go, get a battery mount set up for that. We also got the front dash. So we ordered all this stuff from Rugged. That should be coming here tomorrow. And then we'll work on putting the pumper on, everything else dialed in. But yeah, quite a bit of stuff going on right now. If you guys haven't seen the bumper that I got too, I'll show you it real quick. So there it is, it's the Tomahawk for Motorbelt. We're gonna paint this black, get it all squared away, and then set it up in the front. So it does require a frame chop. It gets everything pushed in a lot further, so your approach angle is a lot better, and it keeps it all nice and tight, nice and clean. I actually love this setup, but I just never had the cash to buy it. We finally linked up with them, so now we're working with Motorbelt, and we're gonna throw that bad boy on. Then we'll do fenders, sides, that's all at home. Right now the focus is to finish the bug and get this Class 11 thing going, get it on dirt, put some miles on it, get the girls driving, and yeah, man, it's gonna be sick to see it when it finally gets on the road and things start happening. So stick around, we'll give you an update as we go. All right, team, I want to give you a quick update. We've been grinding for a few hours now. We got a lot of things completed. We got brakes now, there's pressure in them. We got the back light bars starting to get on. We're cleaning up some of the edges. We're getting ready to pretty much start welding all the important pieces to get it settled. We're gonna put seats in. We also have the cage ready for the fuel cell. Mr. Peascott welded it all up. That's cleaned up. Most of the important stuff done. And then what we're gonna do one more time when we get back is put a skid in the front and then weld some beams in the back for a rear support of some sort. But right now it's just cleaning up, tacking, welding everything that we need to. You see the light bar in the back. So this is gonna be a chase bar. It'll have reverse lights, brake lights. This is from Vision X, so it's a pretty nice piece. And yeah, there it is, man. We'll give you another update as soon as we keep going. But yeah, a lot of cleaning and prepping before anything goes down. That's what's happening right now. Alrighty, team. So we're gonna wrap up really it's day one. Day two. Day one was yesterday, but we kind of just got ready for day two, which is today. So day one really we started today. We got 220 ready and kind of started banging out things. Obviously you guys have seen where we got. Fuel cell is in, oil coolers mounted. We did the alignment. Johnny Dang knocked that out also. Steering looks like it's fine now. That has a stopper. Resis are mounted up front. The front is completely done pretty much, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. We might have to fine tune a couple more things. We're gonna put the lights up top, cover these holes, and then figure out this latch situation. But it looks like we have power coming almost, and we're almost gonna be done there. The front fascia is starting to come together. Fenders by P-Scott look amazing. Dude, show us the list.
Okay.
We got some shit done, dude.
It's actually so crossed out.
Shermanator, dude. What's going on with this side project?
We don't talk about that.
Shermanator's back there. He's not a fan of moto build. But Vision X chase bars in the back. That one will also control reverse, braking. It does a ton of things, so we'll try to get that wired for it tomorrow. The girls will need lights tomorrow while we're at Hammers. So we're gonna make sure we get these all wired up too. These are the CR7s. They're not even out on the market, so these are the first ones that you guys will see. It's supposed to be bright. They have different covers too, so you can go yellow, clear, or orange, and that's gonna be done. And then P-Scott's gonna do seats tomorrow, finish the cage, and then we're gonna head to Austin's, get the motor in. He did send us a video today, which I'll put here. It's still gonna go through a makeover of the engine. We're gonna go dual carb instead of the single. But for the most part, it's coming together. We'll put sponsors, draw some more stuff on it, and really get it together. Super proud of the squad. I think everybody's super excited about it. And then I'm excited to see Ashley drive it, Emily drive it, and hopefully they bring some dubs home, finish some races, and get it out there and just represent correctly. But we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna cut here and go into the next morning to wrap this up, man. See you guys tomorrow. What is up, guys? Good morning, good afternoon, and it's day 3 or day 2 of working on the Bug and the Gladiator. So I'll show you the Gladiator first because the Gladiator's finally finished. Mr. Shermanator knocked it out. We were originally going to paint this black, but P-Scott gave us a, he's like, hey, why don't you do something a little bit different? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sand this down a little bit, clean it up, and we're probably just gonna clear coat it and just leave it bare metal because I think it looks sick anyways. It's already kind of brushed, so it'll look sick. It'll match with kind of all the pieces that are going together. Plus with the gray, it'll look really nice. And everybody has black, so just give it a little bit of a different look and it should look dope. But jumping back to the Bug. So yesterday, the final thing that we did was kind of wrapping up the front fenders, the fascia that was going on. Mr. P-Scott brought all the lights. We started finishing that up. We started wiring everything up also. So the CR7s are now working. They have daylight running, which is a small light, but we didn't use it. We're just gonna go full time whenever the girls need to turn on the lights. Those things are super bright for the size, for the packaging. They are crazy bright. Everything else is pretty much ready for whatever we're gonna wire to. So we have a fan back there. We have a fuel pump that's gonna go into the controller. So the aux beam is gonna control everything. Johnny Dang also wired a kill switch. So if we ever get an emergency or we just need to shut the whole thing off, you hit that right there. Mr. P-Scott is welding the seats right now. We're gonna put the seats back in. The brackets are going in now. And then we're working on the back tunnel for the rear shock. So you can see it there. We have to plate that arm. It's gonna come out through there. And then the fuel cell, everything else is back here. Yeah, it's a lot of cleaning up, welding, cleaning up, measuring, cleaning up, going back to it. It's one of those things that you just have to continue to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, measure 1,000 times, and then go back and kind of dial it in and make sure it fits correctly. So we still have the rear shock on the passenger side to finish, mount the seats, mount the resis, and that's pretty much it. We're gonna get out of here, take it to Austin's, put the motor in, and then be at the house by tonight at some point with Mark. Hopefully it runs by tomorrow morning, and then by noon we'll be on the lake bed knocking that thing back. So we're gonna keep recording from here to the lake bed, and then we'll close you guys out there. But man, shout out to everybody that's had their hands on this, from P-Scott to the cage to the paint to Nancy, Mr. Johnny Dang, Mr. Shermanator, everybody that's been part of the process, because this is crazy. Austin's pops, moving it back and forth, the whole deal. Even from Cheese Spots getting me powder coating, Falcon, Radflow, everything's coming together now, and it's starting to look pretty sick. It's pretty crazy that all this went down kind of over 2 nights, and ton of work, ton of grinding, ton of cutting. How many wheels did we burn through? Like 100 of them?
Yo, we
We need a sponsorship.
Yeah, we need Diablo sponsorship. We need some welding sponsorship. We need everything, dude. Everything gets so expensive. So back and forth to Ace buying just even bolts, man. We just went at $25 in bolts. But I mean, if you're gonna be racing, you don't want to cut corners, so you want to get the shit that you need, and that's what we've been doing, man. But yeah, shout out to you guys for sticking around. We're gonna continue to work. We still have probably 2 to 3 hours of work here. Then we're gonna get out of here, 2 or 3 hours of work there, and then we'll see you guys on the lake bed. Let's go.
Later.
What up, team? We're back. Here's another recap. We worked on the bug about another 5 hours, and look at it, man. She's coming together now. The one side is completed. It's completed to the point where we're gonna be able to drive it, bring it out to Hammer, showcase it, shoot some PR with it, show it off to some of the sponsors, and show it off to the people, man. This build was about the people. It was an idea we had a few years ago, and it finally came together, and it looks so good. So this thing is definitely gonna be out there looking fresh out at Hammers. So that's gonna be the step. Hopefully you guys are out there and you get to see it in person, because honestly it's awesome. And if you're not on Patreon, go jump in, because I'm gonna bring this out and the girls are gonna give you guys joy rides on this thing as soon as it's ready to really boogie. So I'm gonna walk you through what we did. We mounted the rear shocks. So this one is completely done. You can see it. It's a 2.0 from Radflow, and it does have 2.5 thickies up here. We mounted them up to the cage. It is running Falcon AT4Ws. It's the new setup for the bug, and the inside is all PRP. We still have to get harnesses. We have oil cooler from Mishimoto, and we have Jazz fuel cell. Some things all came together kind of last minute. We still got to put the air pumper in there for the helmets. That's all coming from Rugged. We have lights from Vision X. We did the electronics to an aux beam because it was the cheapest one I can get, the fastest I can get, so I ended up buying that. Shout out to Johnny Dang for wiring all this. Look, it looks nice and clean. All color coded. And then we also put resis right here, hiding them, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a panel here, and then the spare tire will go here. It'll have some Alpine straps to match the paint, and it's gonna look sick. We also did some visors, so I ended up scrubbing these down so it looked like it was brushed, and it is aluminum, so it looks pretty dope. Suspension again is all Radflow. Sletton actually did our beam. He's been in the game for Class 11s for a very long time. We took it to him. He knocked that out from end to end for the front, and then we took care of the back, plated it, got it all ready. I don't know, Johnny Dang. What else am I missing, dude? Motor's done by Ronnie. We have to put that in still. It's not even in here yet. And yeah, that's happening today. I don't know how, yeah.
The brakes fell off?
Yeah, the brakes fell off. Mr. Johnny Dang definitely had fun doing those. But the bug itself is coming together, man. I don't know. There's so many thank yous. There's so much time, energy spent to making this all happen. And the fact that it's here and we're this close, it's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. So yeah, building one of these is quite expensive right now because they're basically the hot commodity of King of the Hammers. All the races that are going on, there's Class 11 races everywhere. They're 50, 60 per class, and we built this through the community. Mr. P. Scott donated the cage, the time, the paint, and then we kind of all worked together to get everything else together, whether it be grinding, cutting, installing parts. You know, I was ordering a bunch of stuff coming in last minute. We were making trips to Ace to make sure that everything got completed, and we try to do it as correct as possible. We bought, like, you know, all the fancy stuff that you normally don't get from rushing shit. We actually took care of it and make sure it came out right. But man, there's gonna be more coming from this bug, more from the portal stuff too. Don't get it twisted. We are gonna be bringing you content from every angle. We wanna triple our numbers this year for the channel, and part of it is getting into the racing scene. We have 5 races through the More series. The first race is March 1st, so come and join us. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'll send you guys some more information. We plan being on the desert for a couple nights, and then sending the girls out. My girl Ashley is going to be the main driver, and her co-pilot is going to be Emily. She's a long friend that we've had in the industry for a while, and I expect them to kill it. I think we're going to deliver a good product to them, so I hope they go out there, have fun, and crush it for us, man. But that's it for now. We're gonna finish the other side, and we'll see you out there at the lake bed tomorrow. Alrighty, team, so the fucking struggle's real. It's about 11:30. We're gonna continue to grind. The motor is right there, Ronnie's right there, Austin's right there. We gotta put that shit in and hopefully kick started here shortly. So the plan for today is put it in, do as much as we can, wire as much as we can. If not, we're gonna get all the way up to the lake bed, and then we'll wire it all up in the morning and take it to the sponsors, man. But dude, and then check out Ronnie's spot, dude. Ronnie's spot's sick. There it is. We're gonna get this in. We're waiting for Turbinator, and we're gonna get to it. Sculptor's going in. He just mounted it.
Don't move the jack.
Put some bolts. We did have to modify the exhaust. We had to cut the tip off right there.
Just the tip.
Just the tip, just so it can sit there correctly. We're gonna have to do some work for it, but it's not too bad. Motor's looking good in there. The color scheme is matching everything. And yeah, we're gonna throw some bolts in there. Get this bad boy in. And then we gotta give some fuel, some ignition, and let it eat.
All right.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We finally got it on. Sounds good. You sound so good. We got moving. Woo, baby. Woo, baby. 2 in the morning. Here we go. Hammers, here we go, baby.
A few moments later.
Alrighty, team. Another day, another $1 or 50 cents, whatever they say. We're here. The bug still isn't done. It's day 4, but we are at Hammers, so it's a beautiful scene right now. It went from being really cold last night to really hot right now. We went to Baja Forge for a little bit. We're gonna show you the bug in all its glory. We're gonna start it. We got it a little bit last night, as you guys seen, but we're gonna start today, move it, put Ashley in it, then we're gonna close out the video. But progress right now is motor is in. It has kick started itself, and now we're just wiring, putting bumpers on, some last minute touches. They requested the bug at Baja Forge for PRP, so we're gonna bring it out there and show it off. But she's starting to look so spicy, and we love it. But yeah, we're also gonna work on this. If you guys have been keeping up with the portals, we have a leak again, man, and I'm getting sick of this shit. It's leaking again. I'm gonna take this tire off, check what happened, because we replaced the seal. So I don't know. Too much pressure, all those shenanigans that everybody talks about. We're gonna find out why it's doing that. We're gonna ask 74 Weld, because I don't know if I'm the only one having that problem, but there's not much to it for it to continue to leak. So we're gonna knock this out, and then we'll give you a closing video. And I know we're all over the place, man, but look at the bug. It looks so good. Well worth it. Alrighty, team, so it's officially wired and it starts now. So Ash is the driver. We're gonna have her start her for the first time. Let's get it. It's so good. Woo, baby. We're gonna clean this up and make it turn down a little bit. Save off stuff on this way. I went clean. Woo, baby. For emergency use only, like. Woo. It's official. The fucking drivers are here, dude.
Hell yeah.
And you haven't seen the bug.
I have
ready?
not seen it in person yet. I'm fucking
You ready?
stoked.
Ashley just started it for the first time right now.
Let's check
Come
it
here,
out.
let's get it.
Let's check it. Yep.
Ooh, here we go.
Dude.
There.
Spinners are gonna get beat, but those things are so
I know.
Spinners are gonna get thrashed on. Dude, this thing is so cool.
Let's see about ironing this out.
Did you bring those stickers?
They're at they're here.
Oh, okay.
So we got them. So Radfil built these?
It's the only set.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Then we got the NOS in there?
Yeah.
10 extra horsepower?
Emergency only. Yeah, it's real race car shit. What's going on right now?
Dude.
Okay. So pretty much just straight.
So how late were you guys working last night?
4:30.
So what is it?
We got here 4:30.
That's crazy.
Yep. Alrighty, team, the bug is officially done for this round. Mr. Ronnie bid the motor, so we're gonna let him do the inaugural pullout and first little wrapper and first little kind of drive around. So see how it goes. Here you go. Alrighty, team. So we're back, and we finished the bug, got it out to King of the Hammers, went out, test drove it, found some bugs. We ended up finding out that the pressure plate was messed up, the clutch wasn't doing good, and then we had problems with fuel because we couldn't get the lines for the fuel cell. So we ended up using an old fuel tank. Didn't completely clean it right, and I think we clogged up the carburetor, so it caused a few issues when we were trying to wheel it out here and get it doing some whoops and stuff like that. We ended up driving it a little bit just to kind of get the girls' feet wet, but we're gonna go back to the drawing board, get the motor out. But we're gonna already do that anyways and go dual carb, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull the motor, get it all done completely, hopefully have it back in a week or so we can get the girls some more seat time, and then we're gonna go back in and start the fight. So the cage needs to be finished still. It's almost wrapped up there. Obviously all the pieces are starting to come together. It looks really good. People were giving it all kinds of love as we had it here. So we still need to draw some graphics on the side. There's still a list of things to do, but it was out here moving under its own power. So shout out to the boys, shout out to everybody that had a part in it, man, to get it completed. The countless hours we put in the last 4 days. Even when we got here, we ended up working on it some more hours, and to have it out. So far, it did what it was supposed to. I think it was a successful day out, just to have it moving, just to have it out at King of the Hammers, and bringing out that vibe, man. But we're gonna wrap up the video here. I know it was a little bit all over the place, but we're gonna continue to work. We probably will be back here at Hammers this week, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, bringing you guys some content from Chocolate Thunder, those kind of things. We might even go wheeling with the boys, take Magnuson out, do things like that, and we'll show you the King of the Hammers experience, man. So stick around, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Patreon. Go check out the Gatekeepers podcast if you haven't already, and just support us, dude. We got t-shirts, we got hats, we got sweaters. It is chilly, sort of. It's kind of warm right now here at Hammers, which is surprising. But if you want to support the team and help us with everything that we do, hit me up, let me know, and we'll see you next time.